Raise the hands up above the head, bringing the palms together and rub them nice and warm. And spread that energy all over the face and neck and open the mouth. So we'll stand up and we'll start by jogging from one foot to the other, lifting up the knees, lifting up the feet. Moving the arms, pulling in the tummy. Maybe trying to lift the knees a little higher if that feels comfortable. And we'll start to slow down and come to a halt. Feet hip width apart, hands on the hips, and we'll lift the alternate knees. First one, then the other. Repeat. And last one, and just give yourself a little bit of a shake. And we'll lift one knee, move it across the front, and then move it back and put through the floor. One more on each side. And just take the arms out to the side, feet apart, turn to face one way, back to the center, and then to the other. And repeat this. One more on each side. And lower the arms to the sides. And just give your shoulders a bit of a shrug. Bring your feet together and bring the hands to the heart into prayer position, Namaste Mudra. And just breathe in and out a couple of times here. Grounding the feet into the floor. On the next breath in, lift the arms up above the head and separate the hands. Stretching up nice and tall, pulling the tummy in, straightening the back. Find something to gaze at and lift onto your toes. And back down. Join the palms together and bring the hands back to the heart. So we'll do that again. Breathe in, lifting the arms up above the head, separating the hands, stretching up nice and tall, pulling the tummy in, straightening the back. On the next breath in, find something to gaze at and lift onto your toes. And then come back down, hands back to the heart. Breathe in, hands above the head. Separate the hands, but this time breathe out and just go into a backward bend. Keeping the arms next to the ears if that's comfortable for you. Back up, reaching for the sky. And lower the arms to the sides. Just give them a bit of a shake. Feet a little bit wider. And we'll touch the alternate toes. I'm taking my right hand to my left foot. And then back up. And then the same the other side. And we'll repeat this 10 times. Up to the center. And shrug the shoulders up to the ears. And then release. And wrap the arms around the body. And back to a neutral position. So we'll turn one foot to face the front. Arms out to both sides. Turn the body to face the front. And we'll bend forward, hinging at the waist. One arm down to the floor or the leg, the other arm up towards the sky into a triangle pose. Have the front arm wherever's comfortable for you. It can be the knee, the shin, it can even be on the side if that's comfortable. And if you can, turn your head to look at the back arm, looking up towards the sky. And then back up to the center, feet towards the front. And then we'll turn the other foot to the other side. Turn the body towards that side. Keeping the arms straight. Hinge at the waist, coming down, one arm towards the front, one arm up towards the sky. And if it's comfortable, lift your head to look at the back arm to a triangle pose. And back up. Arms down to the side. Bringing the arms forward. Hinging at the waist into a wide-legged forward fold. Hold on to the elbows with the opposite hand and just sway like a rag doll. Release the hands back to the ground again. And then bring the hands to the waist and slowly bring yourself back up to a standing position. And bring the feet together and give the legs a little bit of a shake. So feet hip width apart, hands up above the head, and we'll forward fold. Hinging at the waist, bringing the hands down to wherever's comfortable, whether it be the floor or anywhere on the legs. And back. Stretching up nice and tall before breathing out, hinging at the waist, back into a forward fold. Breathing in, lifting the arms back up above the head. And we'll do this one more time. Breathing out, hinging at the waist, forward fold. Back up. Lower the arms and just give yourself a bit of a shake. feet apart, just over hip width apart, hands out in front, and we'll lower the bottom like we're sitting on a chair. Trying to keep the back nice and straight. And back up. Just give the legs a little bit of a shake. Before we do that one more time. Arms out in front. Breathe out, bend the knees. Bring the bottom down like you're sitting on a chair. And back up. Give everything a bit of a shake. Before we widen the legs just that little bit more, turn the feet out to the side. Bring the palms together in front of you. Bend the knees, bend the elbows into a full chair. If this is comfortable for you, push the elbows into the knees. If that's not comfortable, just do what your body allows. Don't force anything. This is your yoga practice. And back up. Arms out to the sides, feet apart. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, bring yourself into a goddess pose. Straighten the knees, straighten the elbows, back into a star. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, back into a goddess pose. Straighten the knees, straighten the elbows, back into a star. Hands down to the sides. Then we'll take both hands down to the floor to one foot. To the middle, in front, and then to the other side. And then we'll lift the arms up above the head and stretch up nice and tall. So now we'll go down to the other side. To the middle. To the opposite side. And then back up to above your head, stretching up nice and tall. And float the hands down to the sides. And we'll come to the front of the mat for the sun salutation. A series of 12 postures to keep the body in optimum health. So bring the hands to the heart, Namaste Mudra, prayer position. And just take a couple of breaths. Breathe in, lifting the hands up above the head into a backward bend. Breathe out, hinging at the hips into a forward bend. Bend the right leg, stretching the left leg out behind and look up. Take the right leg to join the left, lifting up the hips into a downward dog. And lift up the alternate heels, walking the dog. Before walking the feet back and bringing yourself into a nice plank position. Lowering yourself down, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Hips raised slightly, hands next to the shoulders, elbows bent. Take a good breath in, straightening the arms, lifting up the head and shoulders into a cobra. Tuck the toes under, lifting up the hips, back into downward dog. Bring the left foot forward between the hands, stretching the right leg out and look up. Bring the right leg to join the left, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. And then bring the hands to the heart. Namaste Mudra, prayer position. And take a couple of breaths. Breathe in, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. Breathe out, folding at the waist into a forward bend. This time, bend the left leg, stretching the right leg out behind and look up. Take the left leg to join the right, lifting up the hips into a downward dog. Lifting up the alternate heels from the ground, walking the dog. Get the feet back and bring yourselves into a nice plank position. Before lowering to the ground, knees, chest, chin to the floor, hips raised slightly, hands next to the shoulders, elbows bent. Straighten the arms, lifting the head up into a cobra position. Tuck the toes under, lifting up the hips, back into downward dog. This time, bring the right leg forward between the hands and stretch the left leg out behind. And look up. Join the feet together, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. And then bring the hands to the heart. Namaste Mudra, prayer position. Give everything a bit of a shake. Maybe supple yourself. So feet wide apart, one foot facing the front of the mat. Bring the same arm up as the foot that's facing the front of the mat. Straight out in front. Make a fist and leave the thumb pointing towards the sky. With the other hand, bend the fingers and bring them to the waist. And then we'll take them to the fist that's out in front, like we're getting, this is archer pose, like we're getting the string on a bow. And we'll pull back the string with the fingers, nice and slowly, but feeling it, feeling the pressure of the bow. Pulling it back towards the chest. Back, back. And as you release it, release the hands. So we'll do that again on this side. Arm out in front, make a fist, thumb in the air. Bend the fingers of the other hand, take them down to the fist, grab hold of the string and pull it back towards you. Feeling the pressure in the shoulders. And as you let go, release the fingers. So then we'll do the same the other side. One foot facing the front, the opposite foot facing the front. Fist out in front, thumb pointing towards the ceiling. Bend the fingers of the other hand, bring them to the chest, and then take them down to that hand in front. Grab the string and then pull it back nice and slowly but firmly. Feeling the pressure in the shoulder. And as you release it, let the hands go. So we do that again, grabbing the string, pulling it back towards you. And release. And just give the hands a bit of a shake. So we'll put arms out to the side. We'll bend one knee, find something to gaze at, and lift that knee up into a balancing posture. And lower. And then the same with the other knee. Finding something to gaze at, lifting that knee up. And lower. Just shrug the shoulders up to the ears, and then let them lower. So we'll walk up and down the mat, first on our toes. Then on our heels. Then on the sides of the feet. And on the insides of the feet. And then lower back to the mat. For the next breathing exercise, Kapalbhati, breathing out exercise, and we'll do this for 5 minutes. Don't do this if you could be pregnant, and practice gently if you have a heart condition, high blood pressure, or you've had an operation in the last 6 months. Other than that, everyone else is fine. Fingers in Surya Mudra, which is the ring finger pressed down with the thumb. This balances the body, reduces weight, and increases the heat element in the body to aid in proper digestion. So with this exercise, the emphasis is on breathing out deeply through your nose while your stomach contracts. Inhaling will be automatic. So I'll set the timer for 5 minutes and we shall begin.
I have just joined for the first time.
Hi.
Hello.
When the class finish, you can talk. Okay, thank you.
We're just doing Kapalbhati, breathing out exercise. We're doing it for 5 minutes. The finger posture we're using is Surya Mudra, and that's the ring finger pressed down with the thumb. And with this exercise, the emphasis is on breathing out deeply through your nose while your stomach contracts. Inhaling will be automatic. This exercise helps the face become bright, lustrous, and attractive. The internal organs get exercise, and it works with the digestive system, helping to regulate weight. It also helps to strengthen the immune system. Lift the hands up above the head, bringing the palms together and rub them nice and warm. And spread that warm energy all over the face and neck, and open your eyes. So we'll stay on the mat, legs straight out in front. Pulling the feet back towards the body, keeping them nice and active. And we'll lift up the hands above the head. And we'll breathe out and fold forward at the waist, bringing the hands towards the toes. Lowering the head. Just do what your body allows. Don't force anything. This is your yoga practice. They are all different. Hands back above the head. Breathe out and fold forward at the waist, bringing the hands towards the feet. Back up, stretching up nice and tall, straightening the back, pulling the tummy in, and then lower the hands to the sides. Legs into a V shape. Arms out to the sides. And I'm taking my right hand to my left foot and my right hand behind. And then back to the center and the same the other side. Back to the center and the other side. Touching the alternate toes. Last one on this side. And last one on this side. And lower the hands to the knees. And just shrug the shoulders up to the ears. And then release. Take the hands behind you, resting on the floor. Keeping the legs wide apart, but bending the knees, keeping the feet on the floor. And then we'll take both the knees over to one side. Back to the center. And then to the other side. Just like windscreen wipers. To the center and down the other side. To the center and down. 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 And for the last time, center and back to the center. Legs out in front. And we'll do grounding. So we'll lean forward with the hands, join the palms together, interlock the fingers, and we'll make circles with the hands, leaning back towards the back and forward towards the front. Making big circles, exercising the waist. And then back the other way. And one more time. And back to the center. Release the arms to the sides. Bend the knees. Bring the soles of the feet together into a butterfly position. Wrapping the hands around the toes and just moving the knees up and down. If it feels comfortable for you, you can close the eyes down. Breathing in and out nice and gently and just moving the knees up and down. Start to slow down a little bit before coming to a halt, keeping the hands wrapped around the toes, bringing the elbows towards the knees. Start to lean forward, bringing the head towards the toes. Getting a small stretch in the lower back. And back up. Breathe in and out. And as you breathe out, bend forward at the waist, bringing the elbows towards the knees, head towards the feet. And back up. Keeping the knees bent, feet apart in front of you, hands behind. And we'll just take the knees to one side and then the other. Before coming back to a nice seated position, for the next breathing exercise, Yulom Yulom, alternate nostril breathing. And we'll do this for 5 minutes. With your right thumb, close your right nostril and breathe in through your left. Then close your left nostril with the middle 2 fingers of the right hand and breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close that nostril with the thumb and breathe out through the left. And repeat. Always start and finish on the left-hand side. And if you do want that little bit more from this exercise, you can breathe into the count of 5, hold for the count of 5, and breathe out for the count of 10. So I'll set the timer for 5 minutes and she'll begin. This exercise purifies the breath and improves the level of oxygen in the blood, helps the body become healthy and strong. It gives you a positive attitude and it helps with the blood flow to the heart, preventing heart attacks. Always finish on the left-hand side. Before raising your hands up in the air, bringing your palms together, and rub them nice and warm. And then spread that warm energy all over the face and open your arms. So next we'll move on to our backs. Legs out nice and straight, back nice and straight on the floor, arms down by the sides. And we'll make circles with the hands and with the feet, exercising the wrists and the ankle. And then reverse. And lower. Bring one knee up towards the chest, wrap the hands around it. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, lift the head towards the knee. And then put the leg back down and the head. And we'll do the same on the other side. Bending the opposite knee, wrapping the hands around the top of the leg. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring the head towards the knee. And lower. Bend both of the knees, bringing them up towards the chest. Wrap the hands around the legs. And we'll rock from side to side. Massaging the lower back. Back to the center. And then we'll rock forwards and backwards. Massaging the spine. And lower. Back to the mat. Lifting one leg to 90 degrees. Pointing the toe of that leg. And lower. And then the same with the opposite leg. Lifting to 90 degrees. And lower. Bend the knees to the chest. And if it feels comfortable for you, lift both the legs to 90 degrees and point both the toes, keeping the hands on the mat down the sides of you. And then we'll make a cycling motion with the legs. First going round one way, as if we're riding a bike. Which is really good for the waist. If it feels comfortable, you can pull the tummy in. But if not, that's fine too. You still get the benefit of this exercise. And now we'll change backwards, going the opposite way. Bend the knees to the chest. Wrap the hands around the knees. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, lift the head towards the knees. And then lower back to the mat. And just take a few breaths in. Take the arms out to the side so that you're in a T position. Bend the knees, keeping the feet on the mat. And we'll take the knees one way, the head the other. trying to keep the shoulders flat on the mat. And back up to the centre, and then we'll do the same the other side. Knees one way, head to the other, trying to keep the shoulders onto the mat. And back up to the centre. Lower the hands to the sides, straighten the legs out. And we'll lift the feet slightly, lift the head and shoulders, and bring the arms as if they're pointing towards the feet into a boat pose. And lower. Just take a few breaths. And we'll do the same again. Lifting the head, lifting the legs, stretching the hands down towards the feet. And lower. So we'll turn to one side, bending the knees, putting the hands underneath the head. And we'll just take a moment here, just to ground the exercise that we've just done. Before pushing your hands down into the mat and lifting yourself back up into the nice seated position. Whether on a chair, whether on your mat, whatever's comfortable for you. So then we'll do Brahmari, which is a humming exercise, and we'll do this 3 times. Place your index finger just above your eyebrows and the rest of the fingers over your eyes. You're just covering your eyes, don't press. Close your ears with your thumbs. Breathe in deeply and then breathe out gently through your nose, making a humming sound. While you're doing this, imagine you are taking in all the positive energies of the universe. So we'll close down our eyes, fingers in the ears, breathe in. We'll do it 3 times. Raise your hands above your head, bringing your palms together, rub them nice and warm. And then spread that energy all over the face, down the neck, over the shoulders, down the sides of the body, over the legs, everywhere that needs some good energy passing to. And open your eyes. So rest your hands on your knees, fingers in Gyan Mudra, the first finger press down with the thumb, touching the thumb, sorry. And we'll close down the eyes for a short prayer for the health and humanity of others. Breathing in and breathing out, nice and gently. Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May no one suffer. May everyone prosper. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Opening the eyes back up, and we'll finish with clapping and laughing. I'm holding all the precious lights in your hand. Press the hands together before we throw the hands in the air and we laugh out loud.